Blackjack Silver's holdings include the very prospective Rainbow Block, located north of the city of Butte, Montana. This claim block is shown here as a blue outline. Over the past 9 months, we have scanned and registered over 5,000 maps, carefully placing them in 3D space. Only a fraction of these maps are shown here. Using these registered maps, we set out to construct a working 3D model of the underground stopes in development, focusing in on the areas within the claim block and near and above the water table. These workings do continue much, much lower. There are many advantages to having an underground working model, such as avoiding historic workings when you're drill planning. Unmined areas quickly become prospective drill targets. Determining the location of reserve blocks, as we'll see shortly, and unlocking vein geometry and structural patterns. Using the underground workings along with geologic maps and aided by historic drilling, we were able to construct many of the dominant veins as closed vein solids. These veins can now be used for drill targeting as well as estimation work. Shown here are some of the major vein names. The Rainbow Alice, Chief Joseph, and Lexington veins are some of our 2021 targets. Previous companies, Anaconda and Butte Mining Company, identified multiple millions of tons of reserves on the Rainbow Block. And now that we've got the mined out development and the vein solids, we can use a series of historic cross-sections and identify the location of many of these reserve blocks. In addition to the cross-sections, we can also use a combination of historic drilling and internal grade estimations to identify other historic reserve locations. This process is still ongoing as we are actively converting historic underground sampling into a database format to aid and further define these historic reserve tons using internal estimations. So far, we've been able to resurrect 290 historic holes. Shown here is the Chief Joseph vein, demonstrating multiple high-grade intercepts. Many of these drill holes were drilled by the Butte Mining Company in the late 80s, focusing on developing the very near-surface Rainbow and Alice veins. Also targeted during this time were the western extensions of the Lexington veins. This zone is referred to as the Missoula Horsetails and is one of the several areas being targeted by the 2021 drill program, which is shown here in red. The rest of this year's drilling will be following up on the Rainbow Alice, the Chief Joseph, State, and Badger veins.